Hello everyone, welcome to my Dota 2 channel here in YouTube. I am Ardref, currently 7.1k MMR in North America server. I am also like a TI caster for the Brazilian community. I've been working with Dota almost since the game's release, you could say. So yeah, welcome to my channel, and today we are going to talk and like start a new video series, which I will probably name it like hero requests, or maybe like channel requests or something, which is essentially the requests that you guys like bring to me regarding heroes that you want to watch. And like I can talk about some of the heroes that I play with, but since I cannot really talk about like some heroes such as Faceless Void, I'll probably take a replay from a professional player, and I'll try to comment some of the player's decision. And yeah, I'll try to like focus on the laning phase, because I don't think we can discuss much of the mid game situations there, because I mean it's very random. So the laning phase, it's something that you can try to replicate, and like maybe like this we can understand the game better. Okay, so yeah, welcome to this new series here. And if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe and like. This way we are gonna create and raise this new community here in YouTube. So yeah, let's go for the match here. Let's start this video here. We are gonna talk about a player, and I mean he's using Faceless Void, and the player in question here is 23savage. You know, I mean 23savage, he is an awesome carry player in the Dota 2 like professional scene. So yeah, we can definitely talk about like his decisions. Yeah, I'll try my best to cover everything he's doing in the game. So as for starter items, we already see here a magic stick, because he wants to like replenish his HP and mana, considering that he will probably face a Lion. We don't know which hero is going to be like on the bottom lane, but I'd say we can predict maybe an Ember on the off lane here as a core hero, and like maybe Lion support 4, or the other way around. Maybe we are expecting a Kunkka off lane and then like a Mirana support 4. I don't know, let's see what happens. But essentially, when you buy the magic stick, you want to like have some ways of replenishing your HP and mana, right? Because like there will be spell usage in your lane. That's something we can like predict easily. So yeah, Quilling Blade for easier last hits, a little bit of stats. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. He is aiming for a Ref Band, and also like a second one. Here in the top lane we can see that, I mean, Hoodwink just got caught. It happens, it's first blood for the Dire team. So yeah, it's like 1-0 there. I'm gonna like speed up the video a little bit, and let's see what happens. So essentially we have a Batrider support 5. He's gonna like try to focus his Q on like using Flame Break, so he can get like some decent chunk of damage out of the enemy, and also some repositioning status as well. So yeah, here you can see the 23savage. He focused on trying to like get some trade hits against Kunkka, but like he didn't actually miss a single creep right now. Actually he did, because he got denied. But I feel like he aggroed the creeps a little bit while he was trading those hits, because he wanted to control some of the momentum of the lane. Also like maybe he is trying to stack some of the creeps here, because like Faceless Void level 1, it's not the kind of hero that you are going to like be aiming for kills, you know. A nice deny there from Lion. But like what I'm trying to say is, you are playing Faceless Void, you are gonna aim for farming, you know. You should focus on farming instead of like trying to seek kills, unless your support 5 in the lane, he like opens the play for you, so you have like a decent way of going for it and like going for the kill. So yeah, that's one thing I have to say about like playing Faceless Void. And we can notice that he went for the time dilation, so he expects some sort of like aggression generated by Batrider, like created by him. Because if he wants to like maybe focus on farming and get like physical damage onto their onto his enemies, he will probably get a point in time lock. By the way, if you are like in doubt about like skill build or like item build, I could recommend a website for you, which would be Dota 2 Pro Tracker. Okay, so go to Dota 2 Pro Tracker. There you will like see lots of different item builds and also like skill builds as well. So in this type of situation here, we talked about it. I mean, I just said it. The Batrider, he opens the play with a flame break. We could have like notice the Lion, he actually used the Earth Spike. So once Lion uses his like defensive skills and also like the skills that he uses to provide any sort of control, aggression, they went for the kill. So maybe they get the kill here on Lion. We don't see a time lock because, you know, 23savage is level 2. So if he had like level 3, maybe we would see a point in time lock, but that's not exactly the question. So yeah, a nice skill for the lane. Regarding like creep farming, 23savage, he's doing fine. Kunkka is doing fine as well, which is like something you don't want to actually see and really trade farm against the offlaners, but you know, you have to do anything to keep your farm up, and like if the enemy is doing the same, don't you worry. Unless you are dying in the lane, you should be fine, you know? And like, it was also noticeable that the Batrider there, he went for a single pull, which stacked a little bit of creeps to the lane. So that's like a good mention, because like if you want to go aggro as well, like if you want to play aggressive, you should probably stick to the number of creeps that you have in the lane. So that's why they were able to go for Lion and start that play with Batrider's Flame Break. Okay, so that's like one thing that we can easily talk about and like mention. So here also one thing regarding the creep count as well, they could like just go for the Lotus here. They are trying to contest. Maybe the Dire side will have the Lotus, but I mean, they are trying their best, including the fact that they stack the creeps in the lane. Okay, so so yeah, Lion's actually gonna get this. Batrider, he has like a Flame Break to use defensively, so they were just like trading hits and skills to see what happens, you know? So yeah, a good mention here about the second Wraith band that like 23savage went for is the fact that he now has like way more armor, especially because like you, if I'm not mistaken, you gain armor by like having more agility, right? I know I'm not like crazy about this. So yeah, as we can see here, he gains some armor with like Wraith Band. Also, like the item itself, it gives armor. So that's one thing we need to point out, because Kunkka is a hero that naturally gonna provide a lot of physical damage with Tidebringer, you know? So yeah, that's one thing. I mean, Kunkka's right clicks, they hit hard, you know? They hit hard, so we see a pause. I'm gonna just skip up for the game a little bit. Yeah, so let's see what happens next. And like we can see Batrider providing lots of regions for this Faceless Void. He has like 3 stick charges as well, which I mean, I think he will use it because he needs mana to like jump, or he will just wait for the last minute that he actually needs to use the time jump, the time walk, in order to like heal himself. So yeah, the more charges he accumulates here in the magic stick, the better for him. So that's a good thing. Let's speed up the game a little bit. Yeah, just, I mean, the creep momentum here is great. The Batrider is doing a good job. Let's see if he'll if he will try to like perform a single pull, but apparently there's no creeps available. Lion is actually missing right now, but if we click on him, we can see where he is. 23savage, maybe due to the fact that Lion was playing on the fog, like he was very careful to go this position here and try to fetch some creep kills, you know? So a nice combo here, but I mean, even better that Batrider blocked the arrow. I don't know if he was counting on this, but yeah, good job by the Batrider. I don't know if this was like predictable or something, but I think if that arrow landed, I mean 23savage would be dead. So as we can see here, it's not an easy lane for the Faceless Void. Once again, it's a hero that needs to get like lots of farm to be actually strong in the laning phase. He needs levels, he needs items, so we can see why the Kunkka here is like having the best side of the lane, you know? So like, no, don't you worry if you are like just some creeps behind. It's not the end of the world, I'd say. And just to mention, because we are just gonna cover the laning phase here, actually 23savage, he wins this game, okay? So that's why I'm trying to say here, yo, if you are far behind just a little bit, like, don't you worry, okay? Don't you worry, you can actually power farm at some point of the game and get like lots of creeps in a like specific timing of the game. So yeah, some denies here. They are trying to keep the creep wave very close to the tower here. Let me say something about this, because like this is the best the best spot to play when you are playing HC and also as a support, because you have like the tower, the tier 1 tower to cover you, so that's actually good for them. And this is a job that like the HC and also the support 5 are responsible for. So like if you are pushing the creeps in the lane as an HC, you should probably think, why are you doing it, you know? Because like if you shove the first wave of the game towards the enemy, it's gonna be probably a little bit hard to contest and maybe like correct the momentum, the position of the creep wave with a pull, especially if the support 4 on the other side has like ways of zoning the support 5 of your team, and you can like really help your support 5 due to like low movement speed or something. So you need to think about everything. And I mean, this is like a cooperation status regarding where you want to position the lane. So yeah, the HC and the support 5 are responsible for this, especially if you need to help the support 5 to cover this easy camp here, okay? It's like it's not a one-way road, okay? Be sure of this. Like, you need to maintain this idea. So yeah, he uses the time walk here. We are almost reaching the end of the laning phase, which is around like 10 minutes in. I'm just trying to take my time, talk about everything, you know, like not screw my spelling as well, because sometimes I do this, but you know, I mean, it's fun to like create those videos for you guys and talk about Dota. I mean, I love Dota since the game's release, so yeah, here we are, here I am, and he is almost level 6. I think Amber's here. He's actually going for like the Lion. I mean, this is a high level play in a sense, because we could see that they use like the glyph to protect this melee creep here, and also you know, you never know if Void is actually going to get level 6 due to that creep there, but I mean, they protected the creep because they didn't want to soak up the tower's damage, especially Lion, which is like a frail support. He's like very fragile, so that's good for them. But I mean, for unlucky state here of Dire, he actually got the Chronosphere. So let's see what happens. A nice arrow onto Void's head, and he's actually going to die. But this is like a 4-hero movement to get just a single kill, and he didn't actually like use his Chronosphere, because like I'd say the first reason, and maybe the sole reason, that he didn't actually use the Chrono, it was because he wasn't so sure that he had like plenty of like physical damage to kill Lion, and also like Batrider, especially with 3 points in Firefly, he was not able to follow up on the Chronosphere there, because he would have to like enter the Chronosphere to deliver damage onto Lion. And like, since there were like 4 heroes bottom, you can see now Timber goes top. They want to kill like this Meepo, which is the HC from the other team as well. So yeah, this is like a mirror effect that happened in the lanes here. And I'd say this is actually bad for Meepo if he dies, because you know, you have like a Timber that was sort of like free farming mid. He's actually farming better than Ember. I think that's like expected as well. And also like Broodmother, she wasn't really like being contested on top lane as well. So yeah, depending on what happens on the next few minutes, I'd say this is like a clear Radiant advantage, you know? I mean, they probably, maybe they can get this tower due to the Broodlings, the Spiderlings, you know? So like Meepo's gonna lose a little bit of like map to farm. I'd say that's a good like Twin Gates usage here by 23savage. He like escaped the aggression, and like Batrider can fall. Although maybe the tower won't fall at all, you know, because the tower is very healthy. They can try to like swap lanes, but you know, as an HC, you should probably focus on like raising your farm up and also your net worth to like reach that power peak moment when you can Chronosphere maybe 1-2 heroes and kill those heroes all by yourself. So as an HC, you need to like focus on where you should farm in the lane. And this is a nice example why he actually stood there and stick to the top lane, because he had Chrono, so they knew that they could bait this Meepo if he'd showed up. And once again, this is very bad for Meepo, because that's a very like valuable kill. So now they still have the bottom tower available, so that's more map space for Void to farm, and like he can get bigger in like in the general sense. I don't know if he will finish the Midas, but apparently he just wanted the Gloves of Haste for a casual like attack speed. We can speed up to see what he's going to get as the next item. If he goes Midas, I understand like entirely, because he needs to scale. But apparently he just went for the casual Gloves of Haste, as I mentioned, and then he's going for the Maelstrom into Mjolnir's build, okay? Because you have a Meepo on the other side, so like stacking damage in an area, it's better, you know, than getting Midas. Maybe you get like underfarmed. If you get Midas, you have no resources to fight if you have like a Soul Midas in your inventory. So yeah, I understand like 23savage's build here, and like we are on the end of the laning phase for like 4 minutes, because the laning phase usually ends at like 10 minutes in. Okay, so yeah, that's it. I don't think I have anything else to say. Maybe the fact that Meepo, he can kind of like counter Faceless Void, because you stop him from using Time Walk with the nets. The Earthbind is that, yeah, the nets, which would be the Earthbind. So yeah, as a Faceless Void, regarding like mid-late game, you should probably be careful if you can escape. So that's why I'd say 23savage is aiming for the BKB, okay? Because he wants to protect himself. They have a Lion to control him. They have the Arrow, the Torrent, the Boat, the Kunkka's ship, you know? So very like big resources that could block Faceless Void damage onto everybody. So yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. This is like a new series that we are trying to cover here in YouTube. So yeah, welcome. And yeah, if you want to see me playing my matches and talking about how I perceive the game from my perspective, you should probably check the Mastering the Laning Phase series, okay? So yeah, thank you for your viewership, and hopefully I'll see you next time on the next video, okay? Bye bye.